Hey, what's going on, Vape Fam? It's Hack back at you again. Tonight we're going to be reviewing the Aspire Cleito Sub-ohm tank. Uh, I have the black version. It also comes in stainless steel. I'm going to show you a little bit about this mod too I'm running. This is the Grandpa. I call it the Grandpa. This is my old Sigeli 150. It also has a custom leather case that was made by a buddy of mine I know on Facebook. His wife makes these cases. Really amazing cases, man. If he happens to be, or if they are going to be making more of these and selling them, I'll gladly put the link in the description because I get so many compliments on this case. People want to know where they're at, where to buy them. They're just great cases. It's a little kind of up close to show you what they look like, but really amazing case. But anyway, we're talking about this Aspire Cleito tank. A little bit about this tank. It's a 22 millimeter tank, so it's going to look good on all your really all your mods out there, unless you have like a Kangaroo Nano mod or something. It wouldn't look good on that. But it has a unique cool design. There's no chimney in this tank. This center section right here is one coil. It is very long. The coil threads right into the bottom, and the top cap threads on to the top of the coil. So there's really no chimney section. They say that's supposed to help flavor. I'll beg to differ on that. But it's got a 3.5 mil juice capacity on it, so just about all the other Aspire products have about that much. It's got 22 or 25.5 millimeter cross airflow design because it has 3 slits which equally would measure 25.5 millimeters, which is supposed to give it this kind of really nice airflow. It does have a lot of airflow on this tank. In the case, it comes with 2 coils, a 0.2 and a 0.4 Clapton. Right now I have the 0.4 in here at 60 watts. They're recommended, the 0.2 is recommended from 55 to 70 watts, and the 0.4 from 40 watts to 60 watts. I would not go over the wattage that they tell you to on the website. And also, right now, Vapor DNA has it for $24.99, super cheap. So if you like what you're hearing, go out and get you one from vapordna.com. What else can we say? It is a top filling system. Has a gold-plated 510 connection. It comes with different colored cuffs, as they're calling it, so you can accessorize your tank. We'll go into that when we get there. It's made out of 304 stainless steel, Pyrex glass, food-grade Delrin drip tip, which, in my opinion, I think it kind of makes the flavor a little funky to me. I don't like vaping on Delrin drip tips. A lot of people said that you could not use your own 510 drip tip on this. You can. If you can twist the 510, or not the 510, but you can twist the Delrin cap off, and you can put your own 510 drip tip in, except you're going to have this O-ring around. You're going to see that when you put your 510 in, because that O-ring is what seals it to this Delrin piece. So that's a negative in my opinion. Like I said, it is top fill. What else can we say here? I think that's about all on the specs of this thing. We'll go into more of it when we dive down close. I'll give you a little bit of my opinions on it. I think it's a decent sub-ohm tank. I don't think it's the best that I ever had. I don't think it's the worst I've ever had. To me, the flavor is a little muted. Right now, I'm vaping on T.R.O.U.B.L.E Remix, the Milk 2, which is like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is amazing. If y'all haven't tried this, go out and get it. T.R.O.U.B.L.E is on point with their shit. And it's a very strong cereal vape. So, and when I vape it in this tank, it seems like a lot of the flavor notes are very muted. With that being said, I still think it's a decent tank. it could be different for y'all. Y'all could have a different opinion on this tank if you went out and bought it. This is just my opinion. A lot of other reviewers are, think it can compete with the Crown and the Hercules and stuff like that. I thought that in the beginning, but over time, more and more about it has kind of came out with me for vaping it, and I don't think it competes with those tanks. But anyway, what we're going to do is we'll dive down close. I'll show you the box. I'll show you what comes in it. I'm going to take this tank apart for you so you can see how it works. Another flaw on this thing is, since the coil is the chimney, if you need to change coils, if you burn a coil up and you got a full tank, you have to get a syringe or pour that juice out into the bottle somehow. You cannot change coils while you have juice in it, just because of the way the coil is the chimney as well. So when you take the coil out, all that juice is going to run into the bottom, and it's just going to go everywhere. So you cannot, you got to drain the tank if you're going to change coils. But we'll look at that when we take it all apart. So I'm going to take a toke off of it. Y'all can see how it produces. Right now I have the airflow completely wide open. Like I said, I'm running this on my Casaa 150 at 60 watts. It's at 5 volts. This is a 0.4 Clapton. Let's give it a toke here. It makes big old clouds, as you can tell. It makes big clouds. So anyway, let's dive close and we'll look into it there. Hold on one second. Okay guys, we're back here. This is how it comes in the box. I've taken this top cap off. Y'all know what it looks like, but that's how small and nice and professional it looks. And there's the tank up top. You got your Aspire Cleito and your little broad flavor, temperature, airflow, vast stuff, all that stuff written on it, and it has sub-ohm tank written here on the bottom. You have the Cleito on the side. Your kind of scratch and sniff stuff, and then all your information on the back, contents, what it has. Have another barcode, stuff like that. Normal stuff here. So here's your tank. I'm gonna take this tank out and I'll set it to the side. I'm gonna show you what it comes with. You have to, if you want to know where everything's at, you have to pull this up, flip it out of the way. Your spare coil would come right here, which I've already burnt through it pretty quick. And these are, this is your extra Pyrex, and here's your little chuffs, as they call them. That's pretty much all of it in the box, guys. Y'all know what it looks like, and pretty easy. Tank, extra coil, glass, accessories. You got it now. Let's set that to the side. But here is your chuffs, chuffs, whatever they're called. I think they're called cuffs. These go on the top of your tank. So they'll slide over the top, up under the drip tip and everything. And so you can have some color on top of here. And it's these right here. The blue, red, kind of orange and black. You take your Delrin drip tip off, slide them over, and it goes over the very top like that. It also comes with a Aspire To.O.U.B.L.E vape band, so it can go over the bottom of the tank here and make it look all cool, and you can match them up and stuff like that. I don't care for that kind of stuff, so it's not a big deal to me. But you have your cuffs and all your awesome accessories, because now vaping, you have to accessorize like females do with their purses. Isn't that so cool? Anyway, so again, I'm going to show you the tank. You have your wicked airflow here. Pretty nice, very large airflow. Try to get a good look for you here. And it has 3 on either side. What you open up on one side is what is the same on all the others. You have your Cleito branding on the bottom here. Nice 510. The threads are really nice and smooth. It has a protruding 510, but it's not like very, very far. Gold plated 510 here with your, looks like a peak insulator behind it. Your Delrin drip tip. It also has your Aspire written, engraved in the tank right there. Pretty cool, really cool. But now you can kind of see the coil design. This is your whole coil. There's no chimney, that's it. And we'll look into that when we get further into it. But your Delrin, you can pull this off, and now you can see that O-ring I was talking about. With this tank being black, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that O-ring right there. So you can put a 510 in, a 510 drip tip, but you're gonna see that O-ring, and it's not real nice. But then there's your Delrin, food grade Delrin drip tip. Now, this tank does have top filling. So what you do is pretty much grab the glass and the bottom at the same time. Take the top, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. We're going left, and you can unthread this all the way. Bam. There's your top. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let me set that to the side. Now you can see the top of your coil here. It's kind of hard to see down in there, but there is a Clapton in there. So what else you can do is, if you want to take your coil out, you got to drain all this juice. Twist the glass. Let me get it to come off here. Twist the glass. Bam, it's off. Now there's your coil. Try to get an up close look at it here. And you got your Aspire Cleito branded on it, and it has the ohms and the wattage to run it at. You can kind of see, man, I need some better lighting in here, but you can kind of see the coil in there. This one's been ran for about a week now. So, just like every other coil, you're going to grab the top of it, and you're going to twist, and keep twisting, and bam. There's your bottom. To it there, you see your center pin. Just like every other bottom, has a nice O-ring right there to seal the juice in with the tank. Everybody knows what these bottom sections look like. This is really the main show here. And that's your coil. That is your whole chimney, everything. You got your, what is it, four air holes at the bottom. It's got massive airflow. This coil right here really gets a crap ton of airflow. But anyway, so that's really it. That's really all that you have to do with it. It's really simple. We'll put it back together now. Take your coil, and you're going to thread this in to the bottom. I got juice all over my hands now. Take that in, thread it as good as you can into the bottom. Wipe your hands off. We'll wipe the coil off real quick. Take your glass. Glass goes over. Fill your tank. Thread this back on. Tighten it up. And that's it. You are ready to go. Ain't nothing else with it. Like I said, you can put your cuffs or whatever. I think you have to take the drip tip off. And then you can slide these around the top. Kind of like so. And then you can put your bottom piece on. And that's kind of how you accessorize it or whatever. I'm not into accessorizing, so this ain't that big a deal to me. But if you're into that stuff, you have all kinds of colors, and they might have more colors online you can buy. And you have your cool little vape band. But anyway, guys, that's it. There's really not much to say else about it. And we'll go back up top. I'll give you my final thoughts on it. And if I had to buy it again, if I would or not, really. But we'll get there, and we'll see you up top. Hang in there. We're back. What I'm going to do is, since I had to drain all my juice out and stuff, just to do the review and to kind of show you if you were changing coils what you have to do, which is a pain in the fucking ass. What we'll do is I'll show you how to fill it. So we're going to take our top cap, hold on to the glass, and we're going to twist this top portion off. Most everybody's going to know how to do this, but some people might not know, so I'm going to show it for them. So you got your top piece off. You're going to take whatever juice you like, your preferred stuff. It's got plenty of room on the side for your drippers to get in. And we're going to go on the side And we're going to drip in here. I'm not going to make y'all sit the whole time while I fill it up, but I'm going to put enough in there so I can take another toke off of it and not get a dry hit. I'm not sure about the if they're going to have other cools for it or not. I'm still waiting to figure that out. But anyway, once you have as much juice as you want in there, you're going to righty-tighty again, and we're going to tighten this back up. Make sure you tighten it down good. I have the airflow turned off. I haven't had this leak on me, but I keep the airflow ring turned off while I'm filling it and putting the cap back on. And then I'll open it back up wide open. Let's take a vape off of it, and yeah, let's take a vape. Pretty good. It is pretty good. It's decent. I'll give it that. It is decent. Oh man, all the vape, bro. It's everywhere. Like Graham Greene says, you know, you gotta have some clouds, bro. But yeah. What else can I say about it? It is a good tank. Aspire, I don't think they hit it out of the park with this. But I don't think it's a dud either. It's a decent sub-ohm tank. Someone that's getting into sub-ohm tanks, coming from an ego or something like that, this would be a great tank for them. I hope to see that they come out with a variety of cools for it, because I think I would like to try just a straight up Casaa. You know, nothing Clapton or anything, just straight up Casaa wire. I like to see that, maybe some lower gauge wires, because this is a pretty big cool. So I'd like to see that. I still mess with nickel every now and then, so I'd like to see a Ni200 cool. I'd like to see stainless steel, other stuff like that. Let's do some of the cons on this thing. I can't stand the drip tip on it. I don't really like Delrin. It seems to give a weird kind of aftertaste to me. What else? I'm not very happy with the coils. The flavor seems to be a little muted. Really, that's about all that I can say on the cons of this thing. Like I said, it's a pretty decent tank. Now, the pros on it, it does have top fill. It has massive airflow. It's kind of a con and a pro, but you can use your own drip tip, but you're gonna have the O-ring showing, so it's kind of a pro, but kind of a con at the same time. Another con kind of is the mil capacity of juice, only 3.5 mils, but that's pretty common with Aspire stuff. Now, you know, I have people ask me in emails and stuff like that if after I buy a product, if I could go back and do it all over again, if I would do it. I purchased this from a local shop around here, which is going to charge a little bit more than online, so it was like $35 after tax. If I could buy this tank again, okay, let's say if my sub-ohm tank, something happened and it would not work anymore, and I only had a little bit of money to buy something else, yes, I'd buy this tank. If everything was cool and I was just looking to upgrade or something like that, I would not recommend buying it. In my opinion, the flavor's just not there, in my opinion. So I would not buy the tank again. I think there's other tanks on the market that are better and produce better, you know, even though that's weird to say, but produce better coils and better flavor. Like the Hercules Plus, you know, the Crown, there's plenty of other ones. I still rock my old Magnus, my Vapeston Magnus tank from a year ago. It has amazing flavor. The nickel coils on it are badass, and so I kind of stick with what I know and what I like. And this one, you know, I really don't kind of regret buying it, but I wouldn't buy it again if I had to. But if you want it, if you want to try it out because it's so cheap, I don't blame you. That's why I bought it. If you want to try it, Vapor DNA has it. VaporDNA.com has it for $24.99. It comes in black and stainless steel. I probably would have, if I had to buy it again, I'd probably get the stainless steel because I kind of like stainless steel look too. But that's really going to do it, folks. There's really not much else to say about it. Maybe they'll come out with more accessories for your stuff. You can try that out, but that's going to do it on the review of the Aspire Cleito Sub-ohm tank. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Any questions y'all have, feel free to leave them in the comments. I usually respond to every single one of my comments because I like to have that relationship with my subscribers. Y'all mean a lot to me, and I will comment back to any question you have. Like I say on all of my videos, I really appreciate the support. We are getting there on our subscribers, and we should hit 250 in the next week. When we do, we will give these RDAs away. I'm very excited to do that. So y'all just share the video around, tell your friends if you think my videos are good enough, and we'll get some more subscribers and we will give these away. But again, guys, I'm going to take one more hit off this Aspire Cleito tank. That's going to be all for today. Thank y'all so much for watching and commenting and everything. And we'll catch you on the next one. See you later, guys. Deuces.